What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm Gary Alexander, and this is Coach Koon from Black Mat MMA. Coach, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about your organization. Tell everyone what kind of organization that you run.
We're Black Mat MMA. We teach mixed martial arts to high-risk kids. Besides teaching the mixed martial arts, we also have two programs, a drug and alcohol prevention program as well as an after-school program.
All right, so and you guys are based out of California. You take kids that maybe don't have father figures or maybe are, kind of had a tendency to get into a lot of trouble. Basically keep them off the street and teach them better ways of life through fighting, right?
That's right. All my kids, not all of them, but the majority of my kids are high-risk kids, whether it be gangbangers coming in. I have a tagger, an ex-tagger that comes in, and I also have kids that have drugs and alcohol problems as well as their parents. I have kids that have no father figure in their life and living with their mom or living with just their grandmother. They all have their own little stories.
Right. Now, I understand that Boss Rutan came out and he brought the anacondas with him. Tell me about that experience.
Wow, Boss Rutan is...
And let me preface this by saying, now, you run this operation out of your garage, right?
I do. We're based, everything is out of my small garage in the city of Whittier. We have anywhere from 25 to 30 kids, so it gets pretty tight in there. In fact, I got two calls from kids coming up here to the Throwdown camp wanting to come to the garage. They gave me a little bit of their past and who told them to call me and ask, because it's by permission, because it's totally for free. So, and I'm cramped for room, so it hurts me sometimes when I have to say no.
Yeah.
But back to Boss Rutan, he's a special person in my life. He has helped me tremendously. I met him through the IFL. Mm-hmm. The IFL sent him to my house. He just absolutely loved the kids. Absolutely, just has an awesome heart. He loved the kids. I called him after a year and a half. I called him again and told him that I'm going for my nonprofit. And he was so excited about that. It took me over a year and a half to get my my nonprofit 501c, which is not easy. I was told I was one of the first ones in Southern California. So we got that, and I called Boss, and I asked him, I said, I'm looking for grants. And he goes, what is that? I said, I'm looking for a grant writer. He goes, what is a grant writer? Mm-hmm. And I said, I need donations. And he said, oh, you need some support for donations. I said, yeah. So what he did is he brought Kimbo Slice, he brought Chris Herdosky, and Rudcha, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Benji. He bought Benji.
Right.
And he bought Hector Pena, and hopefully, I think that's about it.
Right.
But
yeah, and I'm sure they had a great time. The kids must have had a great time.
Yes, when they saw them guys come to the garage, it was awesome. I mean, they saw big Kimbo Slice walking on in and coming in, and Boss Rutan, and they showed us how the professionals did it. We sat in the garage, all surrounding them, and they're awesome. Chris Herdosky, he's only 18, so I really felt comfortable with Chris. I felt like he was one of the kids, and the kids felt too,
That's really cool. And speaking of professionals, we're here at the Rampage Fantasy Camp here at the Throwdown Gym. And, it's a great thing. You actually were able to bring some of your students, courtesy of Throwdown here, to train with Rampage and Rampage's team, right?
Yes. I met Justin at the MMA Expo that they had over there in Anaheim. And he told me, he said, you know what, we'll keep in touch, and he'll take care of me. And he emailed me and said, you know what, I got 3 complimentary tickets for 2 of your best fighters and myself. And I thought that was just an awesome gesture. This is something that they'll never forget. They had their first taxi ride. We're in Vegas, so they had their first taxi ride. We went to the IMAX theater. That was a first for them. A hotel. That was the first for them. And they're hungry. They didn't want to leave the camp. Like you said, Rampage is here, and just a lot of talents here that they're learning, and they're just soaking it all up.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Not only do they get to train with Rampage, but they get to hang out with Rampage. They actually watched the UFC last night with Rampage. I mean, that's a cool thing, How often do you get to watch a UFC event with a UFC champion? I mean, that's pretty awesome. Listen, let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. I really appreciate what you're doing. I know everyone out there appreciates what you're doing. What can we do to help? Where can we go to help you?
My website is www.blackmat, the color black, mat.org. And we need donations. I got some gear that's in transit, and I'll get it next week, and that puts us to zero in the account. So we just hopefully get some support and some donations from some hopefully generous people that really want to help the kids. And the money doesn't specifically go to the gear. And also, I have a drug and alcohol counselor. It helps, get pamphlets. I also have an after-school program. We do senior projects, and a lot of these kids are so poor that they don't have computers or they don't have nothing. So, I mean, the money just doesn't go to that. It also helps them out to graduate. One of my goals is to have these kids walk in their cap and gown. A lot of these kids don't walk in their cap and gown in graduation, and that.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, you're able not only to help them in, martial arts and things like that, but what you're doing is helping them in life. You're helping them to graduate, to stay in school, to stay off the street, to work on a better life. And one of the things that's your bond just happens to be MMA, right?
That's correct. The MMA is a great outlet for these kids. A lot of them have a lot of anger, and I understand that. But when they come in, believe it or not, all the other kids embrace them and tell them you don't need this ego. And we pray after every workout.
That is a big thing I wanted to talk to you about. You bring Jesus and God into this situation. You teach these kids about spirituality.
And that's what we're all about. We give glory. We give everything that we do, we give it to God and to Christ.
Well, you can't ask for more than that. Black Mat MMA, blackmat.org. Coach Koon, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You guys go check it out. Give your money, give your heart, all right?